Oh yeah, I'm live. We're gonna add some people. Yeah. I got one person. Get rid. Boom. Now we just get these people to come on and we're like, what? Maybe. You better join up. Well, this is the Rusty Diamond Show. What up? Where are my peeps? Oh, dang. I have my mustache. I don't know. Maybe no one's going to show up. Yeah, just want to watch me and my face. hmm Followers don't want to watch. What is this? Oh, dang. Well, can't beat him. Oh, there we go.
This sounds so much easier.
Isn't it? Oops.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
How's it going? This-
Oh, you decorated. You got more shit up than I do. That's sad. Now I got to decorate my house.
Wait, what?
I said now I got to decorate my house. You
What?
got more shit up than I do. Dude, I don't know if you can see this. Look. Yeah,
Oh, the fucking red is going away.
look. My nose looks like Freddy Krueger, though, dude. It's so sore.
You get aloe?
So you're gonna give me shit just like everybody else. I don't do that shit because I don't like lotions and creams and that kind of crap. And I know what it's for. I know it totally helps and it totally soothes it and gets it away. And I push it too in the house, but I just won't use it. I don't like that shit, dude. Like chapstick, lotions, or anything like that is gross.
I feel you, man. I don't fuck with lotions or chapsticks, man. Like when have my lips ever been chapped? And then
Mine have. I don't do it, man. I don't do it at all. I need a little backdrop here. Oh, check this out, dude. Look at this gem. I don't know if you can see it.
you got the shock, the G.
G-Shock.
Dude, I sent him a TikTok this morning, man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there was this video. These people were sending this girl was telling her like parents and grandma or something that like doing the shocker means they're having a good time. So it's just all these old people doing the fucking shocker and all the pictures and shit. So I'm like, I gotta send that to him, man, and be like, yeah, having a good time. Speaking of having a good time, welcome to the Thinky Man's Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am one of the hosts. My name is Rusty, and I am here with...
G, yeah, that's me. You know what's really funny, dude? I just sitting here having a chit chat with you like we're just on the phone, and then I realize we're live, and then we're doing the show, and yeah. I only woke up 45 minutes ago, by the way. Maybe less than that.
Okay, well, then this will be good. I've been up for a little while. I had to go out and get my shit to send out. I sold a TV VCR thing today, man, and some jerseys. I don't know, now I'm starting to sell shit or post shit again on eBay since I can't find anybody out here. Nobody wants to fucking work for me out here. It's probably because they know that I'm not a Mormon.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're a Mormon country, man. I don't know how to do that. That's a little weird. But actually, you're in Utah, and then my wife, she has family coming to town this weekend, so we'll switch you guys out. So she has her aunt coming to town. So we have visitors this weekend. Huge birthday this weekend in my house.
Yeah.
So, number 16.
Oh, nice.
Oh, don't be looking at me like it's my time. That's a week later, dude. That's a week later.
Okay, all right, good, yeah. Yeah,
I still got one more show in me before we flip that number there. So
we'll make sure we'll put a big thing up on it just as like one of the...
Yeah, and then I got my little one here pointing out across the room about my Freddy Krueger nose still. This is great. So she's just pointing out like nose, and I'm like, yep, Dad's got the Rudolph going this week too. So
hey,
I'm recouping from that for sure.
What's going on with her turning 16, man? Is she no driving yet?
Well, because for the folks who don't know, my oldest daughter has epilepsy. We're hoping that she's growing out of it. So due to that circumstance, she is not allowed to be behind a motor vehicle. There's other things you cannot do when you do have epilepsy. And anyone out there who does, and anyone around a person who has epilepsy, educate yourself. There's me and my wife have got to learn a lot about it. I can tell you the very first time it happened, scary shit.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so I won't say that we're used to it, but
can't be.
we kind of know that, yeah.
You know,
so, but hopefully she's growing out of it so she can alleviate that.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up, man. That's some stuff to, you can't really know what to do right there. You can just be there and do what you do know. It's not,
yeah.
Just make sure that she's okay, and then let the brain do its thing, and then it's
the brain is a crazy thing. Sorry, I'm sitting here picking at my freaking hands. I got a stick of coffee in my hand, so my hands stay occupied.
Oh.
I'm that guy. Like, I turn, like, anything that I can pick at here, I just do. I'm like that kid who... I still bite my nails.
Yeah.
That stupid habit. But let's get into some wrestling. We do have Rob joining us today. Is that a deal at some point?
Yeah, at some point he said he had to do some stuff, but he's invited into the chat right now, so all he has to do is click on and he's good. So whenever he is, I'll just sort of show up like last week when we had a guest. So I didn't know that you were going to be back out here. So I'm switched having a guest on here for another until you're gone. Or until you're kind of incapacitated, and then but I think maybe next week we go on Facebook right when we start recording and tell people if they want to come on Instagram and talk about
two things. Oh, well, we want to lead into that real quick. It's my middle topic, but we can just fucking say fuck it. Let's get it out the way now.
Yeah.
Last night, in the middle of closing down the store for a night and going to bed, I came up with an awesome idea. And I know it's awesome because usually I'll sleep on ideas and I wake up the next day and I'm like, that was fucking stupid. And I just don't say anything. But this one's good because I woke up and I'm like, it's still cool. We're going to do watch-alongs live, watching Steamboat and Luger matches. So if you want to add them on there, I will do live watch-alongs, watching Steamboat Luger matches. People can come in, chime in, say what they fucking think is awesome. I can say how many times Steamboat oversells doing the same selling shit.
I think that is a great idea. Let's. We just got to figure out how to set it up. I mean, it's probably just going to be pointing the camera at it is the way you can do it. Because on another show that I'm doing, we're in the same sort of boat, and it's a motherfucker, especially if you want fans in there or audience members, whatever you may call them. But I like that idea. I think that could be pretty fun. And then you can see why we don't get Luger or Steamboat. And it's not just...
Or maybe it'll change your mind, but I figure we at least do 10 matches live for these guys. Not a piece, that's painful, but like 5 a piece. Find one, maybe it's Steamboat and Luger together fighting each other. That's painful.
Are there?
I don't know, but if there is, that's going to fucking be a ride.
Yeah, who fucking... who gets over when no one can get over?
I don't know. That match will be called the Total Crappage.
Yeah, that's gonna be just loss of brain cells there. Just sorry.
But yeah, so that was my idea, and by you saying that, we can go on Facebook doing that whole thing, saying like we'll do it like this, on what time, what date, and what we'll do is kind of like they do on those other podcasts. We'll count down. We'll start the match. We can all watch it together. Whoever wants to join us. We can all chime in here if a couple of them want to jump into the room here and watch along with us live and say out loud, like, hey, you guys are wrong. This is great right here. Check this out. And I'll be like, no, it's what they do every fucking match. And so let's go from there, man, back and forth. But none of it. The moment that it gets sideways, we'll put rules in, like, no like shit comments to each other trying to start a fight or anything like that. We can banter back and forth, a civilized conversation, but I don't want like some guy coming in with a mission, kind of like those fans who jump rail. It'd be like that guy jumping in our fucking show.
Yeah, that's when you just go and you fucking get a shoot, fucking kick the shit out of them. Get them out.
Open the fucking door.
These people just fucking shoot, kick the shit out of them, and what you gonna do?
Yeah.
We'll come to your house.
Something like that. But, so that was my idea. We can try to do that. I'm going to try to... Rob's having a little issue getting in here, so I'm going to jump on Messenger while we do the show here all at the same time and try to get him in here.
Another
see if maybe you can work some magic with him. But yeah, no. I am still dumbfounded by the pay-per-view I watched on Sunday.
So, I mean, it was one of those ones, it sounds like that was like the show we went to in Portland with the Jericho HBK ladder match, where the whole rest of the card is just complete bullshit, but then something great happens at the end just because when it's already that great and you just make it better. I mean, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw was pretty good. So, like, that was a shocker at the end. We'll get into that in a moment.
It's hard.
But my last part of my notes on the whole thing right now is that I'm back in. Like, they got me in, but can they keep me in?
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, that seemed like an exciting story point. I didn't tune into Raw, but I did see on YouTube that there was a video after the show ended of Cena saying something. So yeah. I wanted to, I checked on that. So, I mean, that's at least they got me sort of pulled in. I think that's a pretty momentous occasion. But, yeah, I don't know. So there's that, and then fucking Goldberg came back.
Yeah. Hey, just 1 second. You look like you're wearing the reverse John Cena gear right now, right? That he just came back in.
Because
you got a yellow. green writing on, and he's got the green shirt, the yellow writing. It looks like you're wearing because you even got the little arm patch going on over here.
Oh, dude, I found this at a thrift store, like right out in Tigard.
West Lynn. Oh, okay. So West Lynn shirt.
2011, so it makes me seem like I'm under 30. So maybe people might think that, and then they'll see how bald I am. I'm like, oh, maybe he's not under 30.
That's what hats are for, my friend. That's what hats are for.
Yeah, right?
But, yeah, no, I'm back in. SmackDown will be an interesting show. I mean, you kind of, when you run a company like that, you got two big shows like that, you kind of got to match the show. I mean, you can't have a huge Raw, a huge pay-per-view, and then a flat SmackDown. You can't, it's just horrible, you know? So who's
the champ on SmackDown? The guy.
Roman.
Who's the champ on Raw?
Lashley. Some call him Ashley.
Yeah.
It's Lashley.
You should.
But yeah, he's champ. So he did a really good promo. The go home show for the pay per view on Raw last week. He did a really good pay per view.
Lashley did?
Or a really good promo. Sorry. Yeah.
Lashley had a good promo.
Yeah, last month. Check it out. It's not very long. It comes in, starts throwing couches and everything, and IKEA furniture.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wonder how much of that was scripted out. I was watching something on YouTube, you know, top things that weren't supposed to be leaked from WWE, and one of them was, or actually a couple of them were you know, basically scripts from Raw, just basically every word down to the last fucking syllable, and you know, stuff with Bray Wyatt and when he was doing the not the Wyatt family, is that what they were called? What were they?
Yeah, the Wyatt family.
The Wyatt family, yeah, and that whole fucking character and shit that they stole from Derek, but you know, because it was like right after Derek left there. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, here comes the Wyatt family on NXT. And it's like, this is like Derek 2011, maybe 2012. This is what he's doing, and he's down with working with those same people, and he leaves, and then there's the Wyatt family, and so shout out to Drexel there, but
himself.
Yeah, it's. I don't know, man. It's hard because I don't know how much is scripted, and if it's as scripted, it's tough. And even, you know, I don't know, man. Cutting a scripted promo is fucking hard. I mean, you got to be able to do it differently. You got to think differently. Like Angle was fucking great at it. Angle had a scripted promo every time, and he
was weird about that. He was always wanting to make sure he had his lines right. That's why if you go back to King of the Ring, he gets the concussion.
Yeah.
In the first match in King of the Ring, because he has the 3 matches. And
he
keeps going back to Edge to try to go over his match, and he keeps asking him, he's like, Edge looks at him, he's like, do you got the match? And he's like, yeah, I got it. And then like a minute later, he'd be like, no, I don't got it. And he was such a perfectionist that he was trying to get it with the concussion. It wasn't working out for him.
Whoa. Yeah, dude.
One of his shows recently on one of the podcasts that he does now with Conrad. Like, I like watching that show. I like watching Jeff Jarrett's show. Or I shouldn't say listening to it, but they do. I got one on right now, 83 Week Paused.
Did you say
always
show?
What?
Did you say Jeff Jarrett's show?
Yes, I watch that show.
Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, he's on. He's got a one with Conrad now.
You know what?
It's called Mine.
That's a lot of fucking history with him, and you know what?
That's exactly what Conrad says on there is that this guy has been around so much of the business with him and his dad, and he's big. He's got some controversial walkout moments to holding up Vince to the laying down on his back moment in WCW with the running with Vince Russo. God, just call him by his real name.
To having the tryout for Global Force Wrestling.
Oh, I got a visitor. Yeah, get out of here. Milo. He's making a run-in. So, yeah, no, the show, I'll tell you what, man. This is so funny. So, you know me, and actually, we're going to book Nolan for next week, who's my son, who is a big, big John Cena fan. And having him come back, my son was in the other room doing his video game, talking to girls, doing whatever he does in his room. And me and my daughter were out here. Everyone kind of headed to their own places for the night. The show was just kind of running along. And I was messaging you. And I was like, dude, this match is going long. It's long, long, long. It's like 45 minutes at this point. I'm like, what the hell? And all of a sudden, the match gets done. Roman's in the ring. Paul brings him the mic, and I'm like, dude, Roman's about to talk. I'm like narrating on the phone with you. And all of a sudden, dude, like, Cena's music goes off. Back in the day, it's the same shit that they always do. They're shoving guys down their throat. And I was like, screw John Cena, this guy's an idiot. Couldn't stand him. Could not stand him. Well, there is a camera in my room here, but if it would have caught that scene, I literally jumped up out of my couch. My daughter got all excited as John Cena came out. I got goosebumps all over my body. I haven't had that fucking teenagers watching wrestling. But yeah, no, it was fucking great. It was awesome. I would have to say like the same feeling as when Mick Foley won the belt, kind of a feeling like that. That roar of the crowd really does it.
Yeah.
Now, could you imagine if John Cena came back and they were still at the Thunderdome?
Well, that's probably why they had to wait until they were done with that shit. But dude, no, I just had that moment though a couple weeks ago with Malachi Black.
Yeah, and after this John Cena thing, is Malachi who?
Right? That's pretty fucking crazy. It just got totally eclipsed by John.
What does AEW do?
What?
What does AEW do now? This starts the war, man. This is what I'm talking about. These are the signs of the war where fans are dividing like we did back in the day. Now they're popping off shots at each other. And it might not seem directly, but when you're having big guys debut on your show, you're trying to pull in ratings.
Yeah.
So
I'm waiting for Captain Insano.
Captain Insano.
Yeah, they AEW filed the rights for Captain Insano, like the trademark for Captain Insano. Do you remember on The Waterboy when they show the wrestler and Bobby Boucher calls in to...
Yeah, I know Bobby Boucher. I actually, you know what? I'm going to watch Waterboy this weekend. It's one of those movies that Adam Sandler annoys the fuck out of me in.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to watch. Like, I love Adam Sandler. Like, I love him to death. There's just a couple movies I can't watch them. Little Nicky, even though as much as I love the movie itself, can't stand the fucking character. Like, it's just one of those things. But, yeah, otherwise, I mean, one of my favorite movies was Longest Yard, the remake. I like the original, but the remake's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of wrestlers and shit in it. And but what I was going to say, yeah, Captain Insano, Big Show, or Paul White was the character he played in it when he's like, oh, that's cute, kid. What are you, like 14, 15? He's like, I am duty when you know. And he's like, oh, I guarantee that guy's still a virgin. And so that they fucking filed they own goddamn Captain Insano. So Captain Insano could make an appearance in one of these shows. And I'm counting down the days for some Captain Insano. So
that's gonna cost a lot of monies. Hey, shout out to Danhausen. A lot of monies there.
Yeah. Yeah,
a
well,
lot of monies.
About him. So did we talk about that last week or did we not?
Dude, I can't stop watching Danhausen shit, man. Like, the shit is fucking hilarious. He's like very evil. He's like, this is very evil. He was at a store and he doesn't get kicked out the store. He goes to a toy store to buy toys. And he's just fucking sitting there, got a side bowl of candy. And his camera guy, I guess he calls him Davis or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, Davis, we're going to steal some candy. Load up the briefcase. We're getting out of here. He grabs a little handful of candy, runs out the door, and just leaves his fucking toys and shit behind. But dude, the character's great. I saw him on Renee show on her podcast.
Oh, okay.
The guy is so entertaining, man. So entertaining. It's fuck. I don't know. CM Punk, he's kind of gave him his little wand thing for his. He gave him the GTS. He's allowing him to use the GTS.
Oh yeah, that's fucking a pretty huge thing.
Yeah. So if you got CM Punk's brand of approval, I mean, and you know I'm a junkie for Punk, so it's kind of funny to say it that way since he's straight edge. But yeah, no, dude, Danhausen. If nobody's watched, we've got to watch this guy, dude. He's something different. Not a character I'd ever really follow, but he's fucking hilarious, man. I love it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did talk about that because I don't know who's going to pick him up. I don't know where he can go. What?
Impact. I think he's done something on Impact.
Yeah.
And then didn't he go in the Rumble, or was that Impact Rumble, or was that AEW's Rumble? I got to do some homework, but I'm going to send the guy a message and see if we can pull him on the show. He's very social media oriented and stuff. See if we can actually have him come on here. Dude, and we'll do it from the Threadhead IG, so we get a little bit more eyeballs, especially with him coming on. And go from there. And we'll be doing the live Steamboat Luger things from our Threadhead one too. So we'll pull some more folks in there so we can bring audiences together on shows and through our businesses.
Yeah.
And check out new people. But yeah, check out Danhausen. This guy's fucking awesome. So let's go into other couple of things for wrap up the beginning of the returns of the shows here. Keith Lee, dude. Did you hear about this?
I did not. Keith Lee.
So Keith Lee's gone for 6 months, shows back up, and gets squashed.
So is he just playing with him? Are you going to get rid of him or some shit or what?
Well, where's his old lady, Mia Yim? She hasn't been on TV either. She was with the whatever Mustafa Ali's Retribution or whatever. She was with them for like a minute.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. She left. And then he comes out against Lashley's Open Challenge on Raw and gets squashed. That's right before Goldberg shows up. Dude, I don't know. I like Keith Lee. WWE is just not his home.
No, I mean, he's one of those guys that was like the fucking PWG guys and shit like that should never be in WWE. There's just no reason for all their flippy-dippy spotty spots to end up in there where it's just going to get crushed. And I don't know, man. I don't see it. But I'm not a PWG guy. I wasn't into that shit. I mean, there was fucking awesome people who went through there, but I couldn't get into watching those shows, especially that fucking Ricochet and what's that British dude? Osprey. That fucking match. I use that term very loosely of match, more like fucking ballet recital, and it's bad, man. I mean, it's great. It's great if you love that kind of shit, that fucking top of the line, but it's not. I mean, wrestling is subjective in what it is, so some people I'm sure love it, but I'm not one of those people. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't want to watch two guys flippy flip for no reason. If you want to flippy flip every once in a while, that's great, but flippy flip, standoff,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, but did you see, what was it? Yeah, it was Money in the Bank. There was a cool spot in Money in the Bank, and it was where they flipped Ricochet onto someone, but he caught the top of the ropes and then did a flip over to the guys. Like, there was no waiting on it. It was just done very quickly, so it looked, at random. That was a cool spot. I saw that at Money in the Bank. That was cool, but... And then the two winners of Money in the Bank, Big E Langston, well overdue, and then Nikki Cross, or Nikki Ash, whatever you want to call her these days. And then she comes out on Raw and cashes it in and wins the belt.
Oh, yeah.
So,
From
Yeah, it's kind of a whirlwind pay-per-view / Monday Night Raw because both shows kind of seem like they go together. Especially when John Cena is ending the show and then opening up Monday Night Raw, it just was like molded together.
yeah, I mean they needed something with that because I mean without fans for that long doing Thunderdome for probably a year, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe longer.
Yeah. It was 18 months, they said, or 16 months.
18 months of fucking Thunderdome shit, and you get fans back. You gotta make that a big show. But,
Yeah, dude. We talked about that guy the other week when he talks, and he's an all right guy. He's not an asshole, but he's an all right guy. But when we met him, he took a picture of me and my wife because he's a giant, and so I was like, oh, it's not every day you can sit there and say I took a picture with a giant. So otherwise, I wouldn't have took a picture with him, but I took a picture with him, and me and my wife, and he gets on his way. We watch a show with him later on. Everyone's like, how do you deal with all the fans coming up to you and getting autographs and asking you for pictures? And he just looks up and goes, well, I've just learned over the years of being in the business, it's just easier to say yes. I was like, oh, thanks, dude. Because he kind of gave me a look when I asked for a picture and autograph. He's kind of like, yeah, just hurry up. But, I don't know, man. We'll see how these guys pan out, the leftovers in AEW.
Have you watched the show on A&E yet, where they go and try to find the old artifacts and shit?
I did. I watched the first one the other week for Mankind.
Okay.
I turned that shit off 5 minutes into it. I was good. I was good, dude. Like, it was so fake. It was so fake. It looked like, you know who Hit Row is on NXT now?
Is he the guy that does the show?
With Swerve, yeah, he's on there.
Oh,
the big guy.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Swerve.
And so I don't know, like that was a little weird for me watching that. And then yeah, it was just so fake. It was so fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I watched one yesterday with Mark Henry, and he gave him his old fucking American jacket that he had when he first debuted. But then, like,
Shit.
they let him try on Andre's old suit jacket, and like he put it on and started crying and shit.
The guy who has it, is he bald?
Who has
Is
what?
that the jacket? Andre's jacket? Was he bald?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was they already had the jacket, and I think it was somewhere like already with the WWE stuff.
All right, because I just saw a thing where there's a bald guy on my Facebook wearing it. It's a friend of mine. I say they're a friend of mine. I don't even fucking know his name. I got a few of those. Yeah, no, he's on there, and he's got Andre's daughter next to him, dude. In the picture. It's pretty crazy. They're at some, like, convention thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I heard she goes to those now. Because she's just like, hey, it's Andre the Giant's... The only thing we have of Andre the Giant left is this daughter.
And all the empty cans of beer made into a necklace. That would have been sweet. Andre necklaces made out of cans of beer, dude. They could have sold around the world.
Well, it's time for you to make those now.
Hey, dude, don't. I am so fucking buried in so many ideas. The things I got coming are amazing. I even got Mae Young's stuffed hand coming, man. She just come out with a goddamn figure. Check this out. This badass little old lady right here. She's going to have a stuffed hand that comes with this action figure on my side. So it'll kind of be like these guys. Kind of be like one of these little wrestling buddies, but it'll be a hand. And it'll come with her. You don't get the slime part. You buy the slime separately.
Yeah, slime sold separately. That's the old fucking gimmick right there.
Well, and speaking of Mark Henry, my other package idea for a 2-pack of wrestling figures.
Yeah.
I don't know why they haven't done this one yet. So you got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus as a dinosaur on his boy.
Yeah.
I want to do a Mark Henry and Mae Young set called The Boy on His Fossil. And so So that way you got Mark Henry, and then you got Mae Young's on his shoulders and shit, dude. And yeah, you heard about what she did to Eric Bischoff?
No.
So there's that whole thing with Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff back in the day where they have the redneck triathlon or whatever. And during that, no, was it then? No, it might not have been then, but around that time, Mae Young gives Eric Bischoff a Bronco Buster. And before she goes out to the ring, Vince comes over to her and he's like, "Hey, Mae," he's like, "Why don't you get some fish?" And she sticks it down her trunks. Where she's Bronco busting, the smell of fish is just whipping up in Eric Bischoff's face.
What a cool old broad, dude. Like,
dude, she is phenomenal. I'm making an 8x10 to put up on my wall over, dude.
Yeah, dude, to be able to have someone say that to you, be this 80-year-old woman, is like, do you want to stick fucking fish down your pants so it smells like fish when you go and you shove your fucking 80-year-old pussy in my old competitor's? Yeah,
no.
Yes, I do. Fuck.
You get any of the girls in the back to do that, they'd have been like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not exposing myself to put myself over like that. It's like, dude, it's part of the game. It's part of the fun. Like, you got to do things in the business you don't like.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the business that I don't like now. That people have an out to say no, and people don't want to act foolish even if they're a fucking heel. They don't want to. I mean, they want to look cool. It's like it sucks, man. It's kind of bullshit that people are just becoming sort of pansy asses. I can say pansy ass. I can't say pussyfooting, but the pansy asses of this, man. It's stupid. I don't want to fucking like if you're unless you're a cool heel, but not everyone can be a fucking cool heel. But still, if you're a cool heel, I mean, you're, I guess, the face when it all comes down to it. So, I don't know, man. I just think you guys got it. If you're in wrestling and you can't fucking show your ass, get the fuck out. Go to.
Yeah, you got to do some things that you don't want to do. It's this part of moving up the ladder. I mean, unless you're the guy who started the whole damn thing, you're gonna be on the bottom to begin with.
But you know what, man? How many times did Vince show his ass? Figuratively and literally on TV. Vince will fucking do it. Vince doesn't care. Vince made himself look like a dickhead all the time. And so it's like, hey, I did it. You fucking do it too. I'll fucking do it again. You want me to do it again? I don't have any fucking shame.
Only man who said the N-word on TV and got away with it because it was a character saying it, not Vince McMahon himself.
And it wasn't a hard R.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
So
it was. I mean, the humor in it, I get why it's funny. They could have bleeped it, and it would have been just as funny, I think. But if they bleeped it, just the Booker T coming up is what the payoff was for that whole thing. And it's just like, tell me you did not just say that. You know, whatever. I do a horrible Booker T impression, apparently. It sounded right in my head, but it didn't come out.
Yeah, that's one thing I've never been able to do is this wrestling impression.
Is what?
The wrestling impression. I'm not good at that. Like, I can do a Vince thing once in a while, or back in the day when I used to smoke cigarettes. But, yeah.
Yeah.
But, no, like we said the other week, definitely want to get into live more shows, so I think the best start is that Steamboat Luger watch-along so people can't give a shit about not watching anything. Then we got proof that we watch it, too.
Yeah.
And we're forced to watch it live. There's no way out of it. We got to put ourselves in this little bubble for a little bit, and, yeah, it's like nasty. Oh, so me and you had a conversation yesterday, day before. We were talking about Harry Smith being back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so then we got into a topic I brought up and going, who do you think the new Bulldogs would be? I mean, Harry Smith would be obviously one of them. Who would be the second Bulldog? And I couldn't come up with anybody at the time.
Bulldog.
So I did some research, and I was like, "Oh, dude, it could have been this guy. Could have been this guy," because I was there. Number one for me would be Tyler Bate.
You know what? I was just thinking that. I was going to say either Tyler Bate or Trent Seven. One of those two.
I would say more Tyler Bate.
I would too. That was my first choice. Like, as soon as you started saying it, it didn't occur to me until right before you said, like, the new Bulldogs. And I was like, dude, what about that guy, the fucking mustache guy?
Yeah. There's him. There's also Pete Dunne, but he's got a whole kind of
Yeah.
personality thing of his own.
Yeah, you know, I'd almost pick Pete Dunne over Tyler Bate. Because,
Yeah?
yeah, I think Pete Dunne can do the more of a Dynamite. He could be more of the Dynamite and have Harry or Davy Jr. or whatever he's called be, you know, Davy Jr. But I think with having Tyler Bate, it'd be like having two Bulldogs, and that's a lot of crack to smoke.
Yeah. What about if he could still wrestle? Nigel McGuinness.
I'd put Nigel in there, same spot as a Bulldog too. I'd put him as a Bulldog. I think it would have to be, or not Bulldog, as a Dynamite. Because I think Nigel was a pretty fucking good worker. I mean, it's different. It's different because of what we know now of Dynamite and other people who want to be. I mean,
so then you might as well just put like maybe Marty Scurll in that position then.
dude, if
We're gonna put allegations right on the right partner there.
yeah, I do miss Marty. I do miss him. If he did whatever, fuck the 16-year-old or whatever in England, that's what he did. Then it is England, and I'm not defending the guy. I don't know what the fuck happened or anything. But you know, I think out of everyone that was part of the elite, I think Marty was the best. Marty was fucking entertaining as shit, man. Just like younger chicks.
It's either that or they could start maybe there's already the Canadian Bulldogs or something, but they could also do that way too if they want to do like a mix, you know, like a British Canadian connection thing. But well, yeah, as far as that goes, over in England, there's the laws are different. I grew up there first part of my life, and like you can drink sooner there, shit like that. But as far as the sexual things go on, it's kind of similar here, kind of. But, you know, it's still frowned upon when you're sitting there fucking tapping a young one there. That's frowned upon anywhere.
I mean,
Yes, except, yeah.
probably what, around 30 or something?
Who, Marty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably around 30 or something, hooking up with a 16-year-old. Like, that.
Okay, that's a great segue into a conversation I had with my wife this week about another superstar. His name's Sheamus.
Sheamus?
Yes. All right. So I always like to do this. Any of the guys I've ever met, I always like to put out there what I think of them first. So everyone's always hear that great guy. Really, really great with kids. But he just got engaged to a girl that is a 19-year difference. They've been together for a few years, and from what's adding up so far, they got together right as she turned 18 or somewhere in there.
So it was kind of like
It's still rumored, so it could be they got together when she was 20, 21, and that's all okay. But there's a 19-year difference, and she was a big fan of his before they got together.
This sounds like fucking Jerry Seinfeld. This sounds like the same sort of shit, man. And it's just like all of a sudden it's like 18. Oh, we're just starting to date, but we're already knowing each other for a long time.
I remember that fucking episode.
Yeah. No, it was.
Yeah, it was got the really young. That's also a Friends episode as well. I used to be a big Friends junkie. Let's not talk about that too in depth. But yes.
See you later.
All right, guys. So that's going to be me and Wrestle Show. Let's not say Friends ever again.
Yeah. Hold on. No. With Jerry Seinfeld, like he was, I think, 30 or something, and Seinfeld had been on the air for 3-4 years. Like, this is when Seinfeld's fucking top of the game. And then Jerry's fucking dating someone that just turned 18, but they had been kind of together for like 3-4 years before that, or I think 3 years before that, or some shit. And I mean, this is when he's fucking like Jerry Seinfeld in the 90s was like fucking huge. He couldn't at anyone, and he hooks up with some underage person. But then it makes me think about Larry David, which is weird because Larry David, he was there with her, with Jerry Seinfeld through all that shit. And plus, he did a Woody Allen movie. So, like, I don't know, man. And there was a Woody Allen movie, like, in 2009 or some shit, man. It wasn't that long ago. And so I don't know, man. Maybe Larry David might be into some fucking shitty shit like that, too. But I'm not going to put that out there. That's just speculation there. But so cool. Let's talk about you and Friends, man. I'm kind of interested now, man.
Dude, I used to be a Friends guy. I was that guy. I watched it. Because I like Joey on there. It's just, when I say Friends, it's like the first 2 seasons. After that, everyone starts hooking up with each other.
Yeah.
And it's just dumb. But yeah, I'm all getting into this now. Thanks a lot, dude. But no, I like the first 2 seasons. I thought it was funny. I hate Ross on the show. I think he's fucking annoying, and he really, really ruins animated shows I watch because I can't stand his voice.
Wait, what animated?
The guy who plays Ross. What's his name in real life?
David Schwimmer.
Yeah, dude, I can't stand his voice. His voice is like always whiny, like poor me.
Wait, hey, do that again. I think you had his voice down pretty good there, man.
Yeah.
Impression.
So you're gonna hear a lot of that in the coming weeks when I'm sitting here laid up. So I'm like, oh yeah, update by the way. So it should be middle of August that I get my neck surgery, if not sooner. When they call me next, I gotta just think that it could be in a week's time. So, but we're all prepped at this point. Side note, wife had to go get some dental work done this week, so she was in a happy camp for about a day. Well, actually, it wasn't too bad. She pulled through really quick. She's already up and moving down. Yeah, the neck surgery is coming, sure. This is my way to get out the Friends conversation. You didn't figure that out? So, no, the Bulldog thing, dude. I can't think of any other British guys. I mean, Osprey wouldn't work. Havoc wouldn't work.
Is Havoc
There's a few.
gone, dude? Where is he working?
What?
Is Havoc working anymore?
I don't even know if he's working shows at this point. I know he's in. He's getting his counseling or whatever. So
For whatever what was he doing? Is it like he got me?
Yeah, sexual allegations, beating allegations, torture. I think was one of them.
So just like Dark.
See, all those stories came out around the same time, or kind of the same time. I mean, they just one after another. They built Cosby together, so it was kind of, I don't know. It's hard to follow who fucked what, who beat what. So it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Those guys, like, it'd be cool to see the Bulldogs. And then I was sitting there thinking, there could have been another team made back in, or just not too long ago. There could have been a Money Inc. Jr.
Yes.
Ted DiBiase Jr. and Bo Dallas. Money Inc. Jr. Because, I mean, Bray Wyatt, I mean, he's rotund enough to be yeah, you like that one, to be an accountant of some sort, an IRS guy. Yeah, you like the whole rotund there, yeah?
I did.
That was cheesy as fuck. But yeah, I couldn't think of anybody else that could do that. Like the new Bulldogs, or sit there and do like Money Inc. Junior or something like that, or like, is there like a LOD kids around, Demolition kids around? I know Devon's got kids, so you can maybe see a Dudley's.
Brock Anderson, man, did you see that kid? It's really weird.
He doesn't have an intimidating face. He looks like he's trying to sell you a fucking vacuum cleaner, dude.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But he sweats like a motherfucker.
He looks just like his dad. I don't know how his dad looked different.
Fuck you, Arn. Fuck you.
Arn, your kid.
He's getting a fucking hate army. Like Tosh.0, I used to laugh when he fucking sat there talk shit about Arn, and then I met Arn, and then I get it. Fuck you, Arn.
Yeah. Who else has kids coming up? Fuck.
I mean, there's Dusty's, but Cody and them are well on their way in their fucking career.
The Rock's daughter's coming up.
She's coming up. Devon's kid's coming up.
Brock Lesnar.
He's got twins.
Isn't Lesnar? Or not?
His daughter?
Yeah. She's not wrestling?
She wrestles, man. We're going to go down this road on this show.
Yeah, let's go down the road.
It's my mouth that'll get me in fucking trouble.
Join the club. That's probably why we're friends.
His daughter, dude, you shave that head to a buzz cut, that's Brock coming down the fucking highway.
So
I've seen this picture. I don't know, man. That's lucky Brock's dad. I'll just put it that way. I'm sure she's dealt with some shit.
Yeah. And dude, I mean, she doesn't look like her mom. I wouldn't even be able to tell that's fucking Sable's daughter.
And Sable had a couple other kids, right? Already? I think she already had a couple kids.
I wouldn't doubt
it. And then, I don't know. I don't know their whole story. They're very private, live on the compound. When I'm hanging out over there, I can't look over their fence properly. So,
yeah, dude.
Can't get those proper pictures.
Come to your fucking...
You're flying in, fucking parachuting and shit. Believe me, I got like a Kodak disposable. This is how old I am. I'm parachuting with a Kodak disposable. That's good shit.
Yeah, dude, coming up in Manitoba or wherever the fuck it is, some weird place. Or Saskatchewan. Yeah. Saskatchewan.
Yeah, he's up there in fucking Sasquatch country. Saskatchewan, Sasquatch.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Hey, I was looking at the network. Why the fuck is Shotgun Saturday Night not on the network?
You mean Peacock?
Yeah, that fails all the time lately.
Do they have it on the network? Shotgun Saturday Night? I don't think they have it on there.
So I'm gonna do some research, and I thought about this like probably a year ago when I tried to look it up too. They have it on YouTube. You can watch it all on there. But my question is, why don't you have your own shit on your collection of things you watch?
I'm sure they're still working on it, and it's probably low priority right now to go and...
Don't they have Smoky Mountain Wrestling on their shit, but they don't even have Shotgun?
They have some Smoky Mountain, and there's a lot of Smoky Mountain on YouTube, and man, it's weird, man. I like it sometimes, but dude, it's so fucking cheesy. It's so fucking cheesy. It's like like we were saying, the still real to me, damn it, kind of wrestling. It doesn't make it.
They had the good ladder matches. They had some good ladder matches. Smoky Mountain.
With who?
Chris Candido had a really good ladder match there. Where could have been with Lance Storm.
That makes it, yeah.
Could have been. And I think Sean had his first ladder match there back there.
Oh, like they did a talent trade or something to test it out?
Well, the talent trade, I know Sean came in to do a talent trade one time. It's on Cornette's show. It wasn't too far back. We'll have to go back to, but they did a talent trade, and he came in. I don't think there was any like issues. Like they always try to say, Sean caused. He was very easy to work with, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll check that one out. But yeah, no, I was just curious, like why Shotgun Saturday Night wouldn't be on the Cock Network.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got to figure this one out because it was a more risque show. It was more risque in the second hour of Raw back then.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be surprised when that library sells, when the WWE, maybe that's why. Maybe they're getting ready to sell the fucking network.
This has been said for a couple years now.
What?
that he's selling. I think he's monopolized. I think he's making easy for him to sit back and more just dictate than to be hands on because of his age, and then he's selling off those parts. Like, I don't know if he dies. There's a good chance there could be some like lawsuit and legal action going on between Stephanie and others.
I could see that, man, because unless they have lawyers that have been working on it for fucking 20 years, they could have it all pretty ironed out. But those tapes, man, that's worth a lot of fucking money, man. That's fucking. I mean, don't even have to put new shit on the network, and I would still buy it. I would still pay the $9.99 a month to watch old shit. No fucking problem. Just to be able to go on there and be like, oh man, got all these territories, except for fucking Northwest, which really sucks. That fucking sucks so much. That whole shit. But I have some pretty cool shit that I've got from. There's a guy in Portland who goes and makes all the DVDs. If you want it, there's a little shit fucker who took all that stuff. I won't mention his name because I don't like the guy, never have. But he has a YouTube channel, and he went and took all that shit that this dude spent probably years and fucking thousands of dollars trying to restore these tapes. And he got them, and then just uploaded them on his own YouTube channel. And someone else was selling DVDs of it, like Best of Portland Wrestling, Volume 1. But he just swiped it. I can't think of what this guy's name is. But he used to run the Jumbotron at the Rose Garden and I think just maybe the Coliseum too. And yeah, he said Buddy Rose used to come up there all the time, and
Does he wear usually a hat? I know it sounds stupid because we're wearing hats, but is he a guy known to usually wear a hat? In shorts all the time too.
I don't know. I haven't met.
If it's the same slime ball, I'm thinking there's a good story I'll share with you after the show.
The guy that fucking put the shit on there.
Yeah, the guy you're talking about doing the Jumbotron work and putting the shit up on YouTube.
Oh, these are two different guys. One guy put the shit. Oh. The guy that put the shit up on the Jumbotron, he's the guy who got all the stuff from Buddy Rose and uploaded it. Got it all. It was all on. I think it wasn't Betamax, but it was something like Betamax, and got that all fucking converted. He had to go pay all this fucking money and all, because Buddy Rose would just record over a lot of the tapes, and so there's only a few, and they've all been recorded over and over so many times. The quality is kind of shitty, but the guy that uploaded them, this other guy, the name of the YouTube channel I think is Testosterone Overload or something. There's a lot of great shit on there, and he swiped a lot of it like a little fucking bitch. But yeah, that guy, man, I met him right when I broke in, and I did not. Because he was very good friends with a clown that was around then. That's how I met him. There was a clown that was a promoter. They were all fucking tight, and so
yeah, anything he wears will be tight. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Fucking clown.
Nothing. Fucking fat ass piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they were fucking tight, and
You talking about that shit from Little Minor?
The
same shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you, Bobby.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Fuck you, fat ass.
This was the guy that would record all the shit. He was the cameraman for all those fucking shows, and God, dude, he's just a little fucker, dude. I didn't like him. One time I fucking partook in some flour, and with him and another dude. And then what we're doing, he's all like, I'm FBI. I'm like, all right, fuck this guy, man. Like, this guy's a piece of shit, man. And then, like, that was one of the first times I met him, too. So, you know, I was new in the business, and a great way to get on a lot of people's good side in 2010, 2011 is to, if you have some fucking flour, pass it around. And great way to meet people and go get to, you know, because you learn the most on the road or on the story, you know, the stories and, you know, the little intricacies and, you know, how many fucking trips around the blocks or, you know, little back roads going to get stoned did I learned shitload from that. So thank you, Flower, for that one. But yeah, when he's like, I'm FBI, I'm like, dude, fuck. But like he's, you know, like, or, you know, he's pretending he's an undercover cop or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit, dude. I don't want anything to do with this guy.
One of those people from that area, that kind of mentality, dude, they all thought there was something. The fat piece of shit that I can't stand, he thought he was fucking king shit.
Yeah.
And I took that motherfucker down the peg one day when he couldn't get my fucking name right while I'm sitting there helping put the fucking ring together. I got fucking pissed, dude. And Mike Santiago started laughing his ass off.
Oh, I bet. And Mike Santiago loved that shit, hearing you fucking go off on Bobby. And
he kept getting my name wrong, dude. And like, I don't know. I get the whole, like, you know, be respectful. And to everyone else that I was around, I was always respectful. Fuck boys, you know. Yes sir, no sir, thank you, you know. Yeah. Anything. And I mean, you know that my daughter is pretty close to the family who ran the promotion. And so,
yeah.
That guy is a fucking piece of shit. He just pissed me off. He kept saying my name wrong. I corrected him a couple times and kept fucking doing it. I fucking snapped and fucking embarrassed his ass. And even though Terry was laughing his ass off too. So when people laugh when I do this shit, it doesn't help, dude. It's like being in class clown, the class laughs at you with it, and you're like, doing it more.
Okay, like, you're reacting to this. Let's do more of this. Let's fucking talk more shit to him right now and fucking go for the fucking throat, man. Just
yeah, that he was also trying to use the rights of Portland Wrestling at one time by calling his shit Portland Wrestling. He didn't have the right to use that name. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And that guy. Oh, and he faked having fucking cancer a couple years ago, by the way.
To fucking promote, what's that place called? Next to the other fucking strip club on McLaughlin, the
Sunset?
No, the Casa Diablo 2? Is that what?
No.
The vegan one?
What? We got too fucking many out here, man.
What's that strip club? The steak one? I can't think of the name of it right now. The one like.
Starts with an A. A-Crop.
The A-Crop. So it's right next to the A-Crop. It's just south of it on the same side of the road. He was like opening it up and doing this big promotion where he had cancer. And everyone's like, fuck yeah, this guy has cancer. This guy's a piece of shit and he's going to die. And then fucking faked it and he's still alive.
Yeah, dude, he faked it, man. That's bullshit. And like, karma's going to come after. I'll put it that way.
Well, yeah, and then he had the fucking his adopted kind of weird thing going on with his son, kind of, or what, I don't know what you call him, but like they'd sleep in the same bed and shit. Like when I did that show, like they were sleeping in the same fucking bed. It's like it's kind of like a Frank and Charlie kind of thing from It's Always Sunny. And dude, it was fucking creepy, man. Like, there had to be something because that kid. Did you meet that kid?
Little Bobby.
Little Bobby. Yeah, like something happened to him. He's like someone got fucking, you know, something happened to him, and I think it was Bobby. I'm throwing out allegations here.
Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
see how these action figures, I'm just showing them on the screen how they work. I just got to put them close together. This is how they usually stand. You guys can see this and stuff. So it's showing off the figures. And so, where did they touch you? I shouldn't do that. Anyway, we went from Shotgun Saturday Night all the way into a fat piece of shit, like guest promoter. If that's what you want to call him, lying sack of fucking shit. We'll break his ass down and damage his fucking life for another show again. But
that guy can do anything. Great salesman, piece of shit. Like, he was one of those guys, like, you can't trust him.
Great salesman.
Yeah.
How does he sell anything looking like that? Oh,
they
God.
know him.
It looks like he stole fucking John Tence's everyday wardrobe and walked around with it. Fucking sweatpants and shit on. Smelling like 8 cans of shark shit.
A shark shit?
Yeah, that's my line from Longest Yard.
Oh, okay.
Tracy Morgan uses that shit. And he's like, your breath be smelling like 8 cans of shark shit.
Dude, it was weird. Fucking goddamn whatever the hell that quote unquote promotion is that he had. Fuck him and fuck it.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking weirdo.
I fucking killed because of that shit. So yeah, I had people fucking wanting to kill me, so fuck that guy.
It's 2021. If you're not having people wanting to kill you, then you're not doing anything right.
No, man. Like, yeah.
Look at Trump, dude. He's got to be doing everything right. Everyone wants to fucking kill him. He's on top.
It's great for him. It's fucking great. Like, you know, he's the fucking cool heel. He's the Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's the DX.
Yes.
NWO.
And why has no one started a wrestling gimmick like that? Someone comes out pretty much in orange spray tan, calling themselves like John Crump. Fucking.
I'm changing my gimmick right now, man. So long.
John Crump.
I'm John Crump. John Crump, man. What's up?
As you're talking, you're spraying yourself in tanner. Got to peach it up.
Do it out there like before the match. Like make people wait. Just sort of like the Gorgeous George thing where he'd have his little servant guy spray down the whole fucking
Well, they got Cutler doing that to the Young Bucks now.
I saw that. I do like that. I think it's cool. I think it's kind of it's a nod to that shit, or you know, making someone change the whole mat over because it's fucking dirty. I almost got to do that like probably 5 years ago when we were doing it. Was really funny because like the gimmick that we were doing in 2016 was basically COVID. And so, I mean, like, it was all everything's fucking gonna get you sick, and, you know, wear like, you know, basically hazmat suits, wear gloves, spray everything down with shit, and then it happened. But we were gonna do a thing where the mat's not fucking clean enough, and have them fucking change the canvas before we get in the ring and just stand there. Because, I mean, dude, how much fucking heat would that get to be able to just stand there the whole fucking time? Wait, you know how long it takes to fucking undo a canvas and put a new canvas on? It takes a little while. So, I mean, you can just sit there and either fuck with the fans or just do whatever, man. If we had the time.
This is going to go very un-PC very quickly, so let's just get that one out the way before I say anything. But it would have been great if you would have had some Asian people in the crowd.
Yeah.
You go by and like you start screaming at them, like no, no, like they gave you PTSD. I mean, it would have to be during the pandemic, but yeah.
And I wonder if that happened. There were so many wrestlers like, you can't fucking do stuff about the pandemic, you know, who's going to be the piece of shit who does it. And it's like, dude, someone should fucking do it. Like, it's what's.
I'm surprised there's not a Chinese wrestler called the Virus yet.
Maybe there is. There's that fucking Chinese. What happened to that
And
fucking promotion?
Instead of 619, it's COVID-19. Like, dude, I got it all figured out. The Chinese guy's called the Virus.
Maybe I'll be that. I'll be the orange fucking Chinese guy, a mix of Trump and the Virus.
Named Jackie Wuhan.
Jackie, that's a fucking cool name, man.
They're coming today. It's all about the caffeine, people. And look, see how I'm doing this? I don't show label.
Yeah, I'm purposely not showing label either, man.
Yeah, because I know how these motherfuckers are on these damn social platforms. They're like, oh, shit. So, but no, dude, yeah. Jackie Wuhan and John Crump, dude, right there. That's a tag team. Jackie Wuhan and John Crump.
Dude, I'd watch it. I'd fucking watch that in a second. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you watch that shit? That sounds fucking great. Jackie Wuhan. That's so cool, man. Coming out, it's like, dude, you want to go see that new Jackie Wuhan movie? It's like, yeah, I heard he fucks.
What's it called? It's called Lab Creation. It's a great film. It's called The Bat.
The Bat in the Lab.
Dude, the next Batman movie is taking place in Wuhan. I'm joking.
It should.
But if it does, I'll tell you what right now, that is a movie I would actually go see after all these crap man.
Right. You know, I did like that one, The Dark Knight. That was a good one, but I didn't really like the other ones that I watched.
Christian Bale, dude. He needs to stop fucking talking like that. He sounds like an old man getting a Woody for the first time in 40 years. Like, live. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I just fucked it up. That was me.
Yeah, Christian Bale. But so here's one for you. What is your favorite? Here's two questions. Break them down.
Break it down.
What's your favorite? I would say 5-year window of wrestling. What are your favorite 5 years in wrestling that you've watched or been around?
87 to 92.
Okay. Mine, yeah, I would say about the same for me, just because that's where it really ramped up for me and starting WrestleMania 6 and getting into it then. So about the same time.
Yeah, or I mean, the second one would be 97 to 02.
See, so the beginning of the millennium, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Like when Nitro comes over, I guess WCW comes over and they start doing that merge and you have Goldberg showing up. That's a whole weird time for me.
Yeah.
And I just turned 21 around that time as well. Or about to. So it's my party days. So I wasn't watching wrestling too much.
Oh, I was. Yeah, dude.
But like 96, 97, 98, 99, those were some good years.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's, I mean, it was insane. It was totally insane. And then because I mean, at the end with Heyman writing SmackDown at the end of those 5 years, though, I mean, the SmackDown was fucking great. And it's easier to look back in hindsight at that, but that's another thing that everyone always says. It's sort of like the, Steamboat Savage being the best match ever. That the part when Paul Heyman was doing the writing for it, was still good. But I can get behind that one. It's not. I don't know, and that one wasn't really shoved down everyone's throats as much as the best match ever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
No, dude, that's gonna be fun. I think so. What I'm still behind because, like I said, was supposed to have surgery today, but
Yeah.
won't be doing it for another couple of weeks, and still no shows will be canceled. If for some reason, at some point, one of us can never make it on here, we'll still do shows either by ourselves or we'll put a mannequin in there with a sign on it.
Ooh, I have a mannequin.
You do.
I got one. I found it back in Austin, Minnesota. I got it for $7, and it's one that like it doesn't have the head, but it's just the torso and shit. But then it like in the middle it comes apart, and it can. What?
So that's a little creepy. Just the torso.
Yeah, well, it's just a torso and it's split in half, so you can make it like fatter or skinnier. It was pretty fucking cool, man, for putting up stuff to post. But now I have this other thing. It's like a tee, but now I might be opening a shop here. Side note. Yeah. And it would be part of the nonprofit. And so it would be a nonprofit kind of secondhand store, which would be cool because then I can get all kinds of. I can get it cheaper, basically, is what it would be, and I'd be able to give some money to the nonprofit.
Yeah, and then you need to make your business a little YouTube show and show off your new items on the YouTube.
I agree.
If you review secondhand items or vintage items or whatever you're selling, you can write those items off on taxes if you're putting them on YouTube as a show.
No shit.
We'll talk after show. Found this new loophole. So any action figures. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I see that motherfucker back there. Look what's being put together.
Whoa.
That's the shop back there. So that'll be coming up the Threadhead Shed. It is going to be a live show with different characters on it. So you'll have like Mae Young pop on. She'll be showing off her hands. She'll be like, "Hi, honey. You guys want to buy my hands? Check out Threadheads." And you can go over there and she'll be like, "I want some fish tacos, bitch." You can buy those too.
Where we, Mr. I don't do impressions. You did a fucking pretty good Mae Young and pretty good Ross from Friends, man. So you got those two down, man.
It's all about the gay frogs, Joe Rogan.
And you got you can't forget Alex Jones.
No, my wife does this to me all the time. See, the thing is, I do different voices because my voice used to be different. I used to have a British accent. And then I pretty much, the way you take on an accent here is because I was a British kid. I got made fun of a lot. So I had you fucking Yankee motherfuckers coming up to me, carrots in my mouth going, "Hello, mate," like that. And I was like, "Oh, new school today." Boom, knocked kid out. Long story on that one, but that's what happened when I was younger. And then I didn't want to talk like that anymore, so I wanted to talk like you guys, so I got the American accent as I went through puberty, and because of that, my vocal cords are really fucking weird. So I still sing and play guitar these days. I just don't do it in front of people, but I sound entirely different when I sing, and then when I can do impressions. The problem with doing impressions, if I do it for too long, I'll end up doing it. Like, not permanently, but I used to do Forrest Gump impressions, and for like a straight week, I couldn't stop talking like Forrest Gump because I was doing it so much.
Living the gimmick, brother.
It's a mental thing where, it's kind of like what wrestlers do, where they take on a gimmick and they actually kind of conform to it.
Method acting.
Mine's more like, yes, that's what Johnny Depp does. He's known for method acting. Him and Jim Carrey, especially when he did the Andy Kaufman thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if for Johnny Depp, when he did Fear and Loathing, he wanted to go live with what's his face,
Hunter S. Thompson, which I assume fucking terrifying, but yeah, man, I couldn't imagine what it'd be like in those goddamn places with him. And I mean,
that movie, man, never, ever, 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 ever have I ever watched that movie sober. Never.
Really?
And I've watched it a couple dozen times, and thank you to my early young days and some fungus and some lab-created cystides. That movie was fantastic.
Yeah.
So
That's how I watched it. Well, how did I watch it the first time? I think it was just a little bit of flour. The first time I watched it, I don't think I've ever watched it on any sort of lab made or fungal type things. I can't sit still that long when I'm doing that shit, man. I'm always having to be on the go, or else like writing. I can write or I can be on the go, and man, I might I have some old boxes of shit. I think I have like maybe 2 boxes or bins of shit at my mom's house, and she's trying to get me to go through it and take some stuff, like get the fuck out of my house. But I'm in Utah, and so it's like you need to come by, or I'm like, well, I don't want to go to Portland. So she's like, she might go and bring them out to Central Oregon, and I'm like, oh, I can meet you there. I'll do that. But I definitely have some notebooks in there of me on lab created stuff, writing some wild shit in there. And for that very slight period when I would write jokes, before I was like, but I still, those are somewhere. And I mean, that's like the only thing really that's in my will, is where those go. And then the rest of it, and then like my brain's going to the brain place, the Concussion Institute, and then the rest just toss me in the garbage or whatever, but that's like the only thing I have in there that's really of value. But I guess now I have a couple other things. I have to update it, but that was really it. It was just like those things are going to someone, and that's it. And and it's kind of the same thing, with if she fucking or her will, I get that stuff too. So, and it's kind of those times on that lab created stuff, those writings and shit.
Yeah. So speaking, I had a book written. This has totally gone off the beaten path, but who cares? I had a book written for me because I've come a long way. I'm almost 40 in a couple weeks, and truth be known, I've had a lot of addiction problems in the past, and gone through all those, including smoking cigarettes. I got a couple vices now. Hey, I even kicked Mountain Dew.
What's going on?
Yeah, I actually had a book written. No, I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore. I haven't done that since January.
Holy shit!
Yeah, how much Mountain Dew I used to drink? I haven't drank soda in like 7 months.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Those are my enhancements of the day.
Yeah.
3 children will make you drink 3 of those a day. So, for each kid. So, no, I had a book. I'd have done a lot of ecstasy, acid, mushrooms, coke. Like, I've done a bunch of shit. And the best thing I can do now is people who have addiction problems out there is help coach out of it. It's not a path you need to go for anybody. We live in a world that social media, you can't say you can't get help anywhere anymore. You can do it right there on your phone. You need a friend, phone a friend. Fuck, do whatever you need to do. Depression's a bitch, and narcotics is not the way to shit. So that's my PSA for today.
Yeah, that's going to make you a lot more fucking isolated and a lot more in your head. Like,
dude, I'll put it out there like this. I don't fucking know most of you motherfuckers in this world, but if one of you ever had a problem with drugs and wants to reach out to me, I will be there for you because I know how that is. So if I even don't know you and you want to get some help and this is the way to do it, phone me. I'll be there to help you. So,
yeah. Come on this fucking show.
Come and have some fun.
Yeah,
if you're not having a great day, say, fuck, I want to come on these guys and talk some wrestling.
Yeah, we'll talk
good shit.
Wrestling. We'll leave out the huffing paint thinner in the back room. We'll just talk wrestling. It's cool. But yeah,
So,
get at us. We're all right. We know we've been around the block. We've
yeah. I've been around the zip code. Like, yeah, no, this is crazy what I've seen and where I'm at now. I'm very thankful, especially along with the bodily damage along the way from skateboarding, bouncing, and sip of coffee of wrestling for a moment, and the jackass moments. Oh, by the way, I'm so happy. Happy.
You gonna go see it?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's to see. I teared up watching the trailer, man, because this memory is for me. I knew a couple of the guys. I've done some stupid shit. This is why I'm getting neck surgery. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. And getting neck surgeries, some people have asked me along the way, dude, would you go back and change all that and not do it again if you take this away? Fuck no! No, because when I get this and I got the scar there, that goes, look, motherfucker, you had some fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And I got those all over my body. So, but yeah, man. Hey, we'll do a couple quick more topics before we get out of here today. One is, we kind of talked about the other week, the most damaging thing to wrestling right now. And I got a few of them. There's been wrestlers' deaths. There's been the dirt sheets that have ruined wrestling. There's been the social media that's ruined wrestling. The poor choices by the stars, whether that's DUIs and getting a tag title for it. Any other things, stabbing incidences? Sid? Oh yeah, remember Sid stabbing Arn?
Back to fuck you, Arn.
Yeah, and then rest in peace to both of these brothers, Vader and Paul Orndorff, but knocking shit out of each other, and that kind of kills careers. And one's looked at like, hey, you kicked his ass, and the other one like, oh, you got your ass kicked, get out of here. Things like that. And another one I also thought of is sleeping around with each other. Edge, Lita, Matt Hardy, whole ordeal. I'm sure that caused some rifts in the back.
Dude, I could not imagine dating anybody in wrestling. One, I know they're fucking, if at least as batshit crazy as I am, if not more, finding someone there. And then plus, there's only so many women around in wrestling, and every fucking wrestler guy is going to be, if there's a single wrestler woman, it's not going to stay that way very long. She's going to hook up with one of the wrestlers, and then people are going to...
Eva Marie sounds like all of the wrestlers.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people like that. Like, yes,
because that's the thing. So I watched that segment. Eva Marie being brought back. Can't fucking wrestle worth shit.
Why they back?
I don't know, because if it's going for a look and they find her so attractive, you got to bring her back, even though she sucks at wrestling. There's other girls they have in a business they can do that with.
There's fucking...
And she's a liability. Like, that's how I see it. She's a liability for anyone who wrestles. And then I'm kind of getting this thing of where people are talking shit about body shaming. They have Piper Niven on there now called Dewdrop as her valet or whatever. That's a whole weird thing.
Her name's Dewdrop?
Dewdrop.
Like fucking Dewey Cox? Did you ever see that movie, Walk Hard?
No.
Are you not a John C. Reilly fan?
I know John C. Reilly.
Dude, okay, you gotta watch that movie, man. If you haven't seen that movie, it's the
You're talking about the guy from Step Brothers, right?
Yeah. Dewey Cox movie, or the movie Dewey Cox show or story is fucking great, man. I only saw it like, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago, and dude, there's so much good shit in it, so many cool people in the movie, and it just, like, how much they spent on it, it just never made it back, because they spent a shitload on it and it didn't make dick because nobody gave a fuck about it in the theaters. But hilarious fucking movie. If you haven't gone out and seen that one,
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I think you'd get a kick out of it.
One you don't want to see is Space Jam. I had to do that 2 or 3 times this week because my little one.
The new one 2 or 3 times.
Well, here and there in the background.
with
It's
LeBron.
horrible. Yeah.
Is there any? Is
The
Bill
little
Murray,
bitch king. What's what?
is Bill Murray show up in it? Or Newman from
I think Newman is.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, I think Newman is in there. I can't remember if Bill Murray is or not. Yeah, I don't know. I have to see this week. I'm sure she'll watch it again today. We're waiting for Suicide Squad to come out in August here, so we'll watch that.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah,
Make one?
yeah, it's got John Cena in it.
Oh, wait, no, maybe I did see that trailer.
Yeah, he's a peacemaker with a silver helmet on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's a backstory right now going on with him and his unit and the movie.
And his,
And when I say unit, that means his little John Cena.
oh, the Jeff
The
Bezos
Wang.
space shuttle?
What? Yeah. Oh, that bullshit too, dude. It has definitely been a week. I mean, wrestling was the best thing of the week, and that's kind of crazy to say after it's been some of the worst shit of our weeks.
Yeah.
And then tuning in to see some fucking billionaire fly sort of into space was more entertaining, but I'm glad that wasn't the big entertaining part of the week. I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking
But,
Cape Rocket. Did it really
no,
need the head? Did it really need the head of the dick on it? It couldn't just be one straight thing. It had to have the little fucking mushroom tip to the shuttle. Was that really necessary? I saw it cut up after with the
it's for a flight.
with Austin Powers, where they do the thing where it's like when they see like the Dr. Evil's. I think it was in the third one. His he goes and blasts off into a ship, and they're like, "Oh, is this the thing? It looks just like."
Oh, yeah. They're flying over to, like, baseball game, and they're like, that looks like a hot dog. Get your hot dog.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that a, oh, look at it. Like, they started saying all these weird, whatever, penis gestures.
Yeah, so that's what the whole video was. It just went and replayed that, and it was cool. It was cool. I'm like, yeah, that's a dick rocket.
Yeah, I know, it totally is. No, it's
Like, before what's happening, it was some, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one of the richest guys in the world, sort of, and
and he did it on the anniversary of the Challenger.
Wait, what is that, like 35 years?
Yeah, I think yesterday was 35 years.
Because it was 1986, so it would have been 35. What a fucking shithead. I hope my cat doesn't hear that. Hear his name.
Yeah, no, he did that. Yeah, the guy's kind of weird. Any of the billionaires, even Elon. I mean, I'm a big Elon guy, but still.
Did you hear about the wealthiest African American person in the United States?
George Floyd?
Nope.
He's dead.
Elon Musk.
What? He's black?
He's African, I think.
Oh, that's right. He's South African.
Yeah. So he's like.
Yeah, that South Africa's doing really well right now.
Yeah, right.
That whole protest thing. Oh, by the way, shout out to Cuba people, man. You guys keep doing your shit.
Yeah.
Keep standing up against your government out there.
Dude, have
Fucking
you
bullshit,
seen
man.
Australia?
Australia?
Yeah.
What about them? They hate China.
Oh, dude, Australia is like fucking gonna be. Australia's already into like what we're gonna be into in probably a year or so.
What's that? Sticking transgenders in fucking the opposite bathroom? That's what we're into now. Fucking some bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to some wrestling.
Wait, hold on. Did I send you that thing of Beavis and Butthead and the girl?
Yeah.
And then it's like I was talking to my buddy and I'm like, dude, it's like that's Daria but worse. Like they got like the super Daria is what this kind of culture is now. And and Beavis and Butthead are just like they're fucking stupid,
At least Daria would have turned around and probably told his PC crowd to shut the fuck up because that's where we're gone at with this shit. So it's
when Daria's doing that, there's something fucking going on, man. Like that's not it's not right.
There's a lot of those leftist little liberals starting to snap on each other. I always like watching Brian Stetler get lit up on his own show the other day.
Yeah,
That was good.
what happened?
Yeah, dude. This is what I tell my wife and my kids. Oh, I'll fill you in a sec here. But I always tell everybody, look at one outlet, look at another outlet, look at another outlet, and compare what they talk about. Then get the outside, go to Australia news outlets, go to fucking French outlets, British outlets, and see what they're saying as well. It's like a science thing. Put it all together. And then with the Brian Stetler thing, he was having a show and had those old man come on the show. And he's interviewing the old man just like CNN would. And then Brian Stetler's sitting there and he's like talking to the old guy, and the old guy turns around and goes, yeah, you know what's wrong with the show? It's you. That's what's wrong with the show, is you. You know what you need to do is start listening more and starting to shut up more. He's like, you're giving out fake information to people. You're picking what you want to tell. And dude, Brian Stetler goes, like this stupid, I can't use the word because I'll get in trouble. This stupid smile. Starts with a G, ends in a Y. Hey, in the middle. And
Gary.
the thing, he's got this gay little smile. So it's one of those smiles you want to fucking just slap the guy in the face. I'm not promoting violence, but just want to slap the motherfucker. But it's time for that side to implode, and I think that will also kind of help anything else out there, like professional wrestling businesses, podcasters out there, anybody, because one thing I did notice in wrestling this week is that they're using words like asshole. John Cena used the word asshole on TV and it got bleeped out.
The whole asshole get bleeped out, or just the whole?
No, the whole word.
Okay, because can you say ass, but you can't say asshole?
You can say ass if you're using it as a donkey term.
You can, but
And you know, shit has never really been profanity. Shit is an everyday word you can use. It's almost like damn. Kids shouldn't use it, but shit's not a bad word. I guess that's why you're able to use it on TV a lot.
according to whomever.
Yeah, whoever makes the rules, standards and practices. They tell you can only use shit 3 times on your show. It's like, really?
Yeah.
All right, Jim Ross, you're going to use it twice tonight, and then we'll find someone else to use it.
Holy
See,
shit.
every time I hear Jim Ross, I hear him use shit.
Been waiting 30 years to hear Jim Ross say shit.
Yeah. I can only imagine what his face is going to look like in another 30 years.
He'll probably still be commentating.
Fucking picking up his cheek, putting it back on his face.
Well, dude, yeah, I mean, he'll probably be able to live forever. Jim Ross won't die.
No, he looks like someone's dogs I used to know that should be put down. So
It's time.
it's time, yeah. That's what Tony Schiavone should do in the middle of the show. Like when Jim starts losing, it starts calling like Orange Cassidy, like banana peel and shit. Fucking turn around like, Jim, it's time to take you out back.
Yeah.
Excalibur, like, it's not called Outback, it's called the El Gazebo. It's a different name. Like, seriously, it has got to be so hard living with Excalibur. Let's grab the cereal. That's called Kellogg's.
Yeah.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. It's not just cereal. Respect the cereal. Respect the move. It's not an elbow drop. It's a corkscrew elbow drop. That's how I feel with Excalibur. Like, you can't just sit there and be like, elbow off the top rope. He's got to be like, ting, tang, tong, ching, 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 chings. Off the rope. It's like, what the fuck did he just say?
That was my old finisher. The ting, ting, tang, tong, tong, ting. Elbow drop. I
don't know.
Destroy people with that shit, man. Like,
or the El Gloples. I don't know what the El Gloples are. I know it's a suicide fucking dive. I know the term isn't the best thing to be using for it because the days we live in with depression and everything, but it is called a suicide dive. We don't call it Super Cena or whatever, dude. I'm tired of that.
The tope suicide.
Like, let's go with this one, the Frankensteiner.
Why can't you call it the Frankensteiner?
Because we got to call it the other one now. And now it's not even called that.
Wait, what's it called now? Or what was it called?
So you got the Frankenstein, and it's called the, why are we blanking? This is horrible.
Uh
It's,
huh.
put the legs on the shoulders and you flip them over. This is good. This is a good way to brain fart.
Doomsday device.
No. Um, why are we doing this? Well, this is what the internet's for.
It
And
is.
then I'm going to be like, watch this. I'm going to be like, no. Hurricane Rana, why did we do that?
Oh, dude, you know what? I fucking hate the Hurricane Rana. I hate that move unless you are two little fucking Mexican dudes that are like 4'11", then do fucking Hurricane Ranas all day. But the
When Brian Cage does it to Lance Archer.
yeah, dude, I can't watch the fucking slow, shitty Hurricane Rana of some big guy going and then like doing this little flip shit that looks like garbage, and that's one of those things that's just always irked me. Like, it's fine if they're the same size. I've never liked. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a dumb move, and it's real easy for someone to fuck up. Real easy for someone to land on their fucking head. And
Yeah, I was getting nervous with AJ Styles' move. I was waiting for the neck breaker on that one.
oh, all you have to do is fucking look at the butthole when you're taking.
Yeah, it's the reverse and putting it to the.
Don't fucking tuck your head like you do every other move. You fucking try to look at their butthole, and you'll be fine. I've taken that one, and that was how I got taught. It's just I forgot who I was working. They're like, yeah, just try to look at my butthole. I'm like, okay, that's wrestling. And I'm like, just try to find my butthole. Don't fucking tuck your chin. Uh, and yeah,
That's the way to do it. It's like smell my crotch.
yeah, it's a pretty
I get a tombstone, sniff my balls.
right. Or the when you're doing like a power bomb or something, or I've been power bombed. It's like you're in there and you're like, oh, balls,
Yep.
smelling that.
Yeah, and there's some people in that business. Well, yeah,
And
I don't want to be power bombs.
that's one thing about wrestling. Like, be as clean as you can before you fucking wrestle. That's something I like to pass on to the next generation of people. Be clean, smell like don't like put on cologne and shit, but smell like you're fucking clean and like if someone
Lots of Vicks Vapor Rub.
yeah, or if someone puts on like some shampoo or something that smells good, like or conditioner like smells like fucking something fruity or some shit, like fuck yeah, that smells good. And but I've also smelled smelly balls and smelly butthole and smelly vagina, and it's is what it is. And I mean, sometimes after a long day, you're gonna get smelling, but like I wish.
Funkasaurus.
I wish I had a fucking if I had a place I would have showers, and after like every hour I'd make everyone go shower and come back and bring a different pair of clothes, unless I mean if you're doing anything with where your thighs or armpits, that was one I didn't do until later was the armpits, because I always had the chest hair. So, but like armpits, like, going into someone with a fuckload of arm hair in here and, it smells, or you got the caked on little white clumps of deodorant and your face is in there like, oh, you're like, it actually looks like you're selling because you're fucking trying to get out of that shit. You're like, get fuck, don't touch me there. Don't touch me there. But yeah, be fucking courteous to the other people in the ring, or else you'll get some of that fucking smelly butthole, balls, vagina coming back to you. Just so you know. Just so you know.
It'll happen.
Yeah. And
No, I can only imagine. I mean, I've had another career where that was also like we were big on like make sure you clean your shit, clean up the stage, don't leave your fucking crappy, greasy, oily ass all over the fucking stage for me to slip on.
yeah. I mean that's
It's like,
weird, man.
I don't got much more for this week. Things were kind of up in the air for the show, so at the last minute I was putting shit together because I didn't know if I was going to be out or not today. But yeah, I don't know what is up for this weekend. I know there's UFC this weekend. I don't think there's any wrestling show. I don't think so. So I might do one of the live wrestling matches this weekend. Do a couple of them. Do a Luger one and do a Steamboat one. If we can find one where they're together, that'll be a train wreck.
Do you want to right now? And I'll just like, or we can end this and do it on a separate one. But do it, and I just point the thing at the TV, and you be like that, and we watch it, and I'll commentate over that shit. I will.
How about give me a couple hours on this? I'm down to do it.
I'll see if there's.
I got to check in with work and check in with my wife here about how the day is going to go. But yeah, I should have time because I'm a little ahead on part of my side of work today, and then we're just handing some stuff over to our other partner for orders today and cleaning up. So let's see, it's 11 almost my time now. I would say maybe around like 3-ish, maybe try to do something, which would be, what's your time there now? You're an hour ahead, right?
It's not 1 hour, it's 4. So I like being, but then, you got someone, then you got Rob that's, 2 hours ahead of me and 3 hours ahead of you. I don't know what happened to Rob. Hopefully everything's okay with him.
He's in the global role. I talked to him a little while ago. He couldn't get his stuff working, so he's going to work around things and be on the show next week. So,
okay,
we'll work it then. How
to do it.
What's up?
We both know how to do it, so we can tell Rob if he has any questions and walk him through it. It shouldn't be too hard, but
no, it shouldn't be too hard.
It'd be cool to get Rob back on here.
Watch one of those because he's not a fan of either of those guys either, and I thought he would be because he was a WCW guy back in the day. So, but yeah, no, we'll do that, and then also, like I said, got a lot of things coming. It's just been so hard to schedule with the question mark of when I was going to be out. Right now, we still at least got a 2-week window. I hope, if not at least a 1-week window. So, let me see where things are at because. Like I said, with this is going to be painful. So the quicker we can knock this damn live watch along Steamboat Luger shit out the way, the better my life will be.
Yeah.
So
that
it's
sounds
going to
good.
be tough.
I'm going to go on Facebook here after this. So all the people are listening and the thing, and I'm going to say someone. I don't know why I haven't done this yet. Basically the same thing. We have a podcast. We're looking for someone who has these views. We're not going to fucking slam you for being a fucking idiot.
Mister.
And and then just who wants to come on? Yeah, right. I'll talk to
see what he's doing.
Yeah. I think that'd be a cool person. Dude has a lot.
The men call me Mister. The women call me Ooh La La.
Yeah. Shout out to fucking Mister there, man.
He's awesome. He's an awesome guy.
Because, it was like he was the person that we knew, like, because we all knew each other before we got into the business, which is weird. I was talking with Quiz, and, like, before he started, there was another wrestler here, Caden Cassidy, and they used to work together and shit. And It's just weird like that shit. And it was cool that you, me, Andrew, and Mister all knew each other before we got in, and then we're in. It's
I
weird.
knew Mister through Angela.
Yeah, I was saying. Shout out to Angelo, wherever Angelo is.
I talked to him a couple months ago.
Okay, I talked.
We randomly hit each other up on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, but no,
When the Islanders play the Flyers, that's like the time.
even fucking hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey. Oh, there's a sport I don't ever watch.
Oh, dude. Wait, what's okay? Hold on. Why don't you watch hockey? What is it about hockey that you don't like?
I don't think this is the country to watch. It's kind of like soccer for me. Like, I don't like American soccer. I love European soccer. And if you watch in Europe and you go to those shows, it's so much different than your soccer mom sitting there drinking a cup of coffee watching a soccer game here at the Portland Timbers. So it's all about the atmosphere for me. It's kind of like wrestling, man. Like, it wasn't working for me without the crowd. Now we got the crowd back. You saw my fucking texts on the phone. I'm like, oh shit. I felt like the fucking Sting fan on Tosh.0 when he calls his mom, like, Sting's back. I'm like, Cena's back. Like, that's what I was doing.
And then,
It was
how long you don't have those moments right now, and those moments have just been missing. And like, you need that shit.
and they forced me to fucking pop for Cena.
Yeah, and it got you to watch fucking the next day.
I have a vintage John Cena sucks t-shirt that's so faded out when they did that one shirt that says John Cena suck.
Yeah.
And they sold it. It was like an unofficial shirt, but WWE sold it, and I ended up getting one. And they're hard to find, I found out. They're really hard. They were a limited amount made, and I ended up getting one. I'll wear it on the show sometime.
You should.
But yeah, no, I popped it. They forced me to pop for it, man. Fucking, it could have been some other people that I don't like coming out. I mean, shit, I popped for the Hardys when it came out for WrestleMania that one year, and I'm not a Hardy guy. So it's about how you do it. So it's, yeah, like hockey. I'm sure in Canada, watching a hockey game is completely different than watching a hockey game in the U.S.
Same with Minnesota.
I know soccer.
Yeah, Minnesota too. Minnesota was.
Yeah.
I mean, those. But yeah,
It's
like
Fargo.
yeah, having teams in like Las Vegas or Nashville or shit like that, or San Jose. It's like, oh, why the fuck do you have a hockey team? Like, I feel you. Okay, that makes sense to me. I was just
Mexico City hockey team.
yeah.
And it's fucking 100 degrees every day there. Where the fuck are you doing your hockey?
Yeah. All right, I'm with you on that. That makes sense. That's a good way to.
I mean, it's anything. I mean, look at boxing. When Trilla puts boxing on, it's not the same as HBO putting boxing on.
Yeah.
Different feel. It's apples to oranges at some point. It's that you got to have the right ingredients. Even with UFC now, UFC did something right, and that's even when they didn't have a crowd. It felt like you had a crowd because you had the team out there on each fighter's team. You had the commentator still out there, and you were hearing all that. And you didn't get the fake hot box and shit. But shout out to UFC because I thought they did a great job over the pandemic. But yeah, it's all about the feel. Because when you watched the McGregor-Dustin Poirier fight the other week, take that crowd out, and would it have been as much energy? Like,
Yeah.
we all feed off each other, man. We give each other that energy. I mean, like we said, we talked about depression earlier. If you got a friend to sit there and talk to you while you're depressed, you're going to start coming out of that depression. It's about your atmosphere. And if you don't have that friend around to talk to you, your atmosphere is going to get pretty fucking dark.
Yeah. It's gonna get pretty
so-
quick, and you're gonna fucking stay there for a while. You're gonna stay there until you do what Gary or old Gary. Does anyone ever call you Gary?
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
So it's my name is Gareth, Garth, Gal, Gavin, Gare, and Gary.
Okay. All right. So I forgot what we were saying before that, but I got sidetracked.
Oh no, it's just with anything in life, the wrong ingredients, the right ingredients makes and breaks the event. Whether that's your own personal event to a sporting event, having the right things around in those things. I always say things like I'm a fucking high schooler, like for sure. it's just having the right ingredients. Like, I think at some point with some of these things that WWE was doing, they would have put out there with the crowd, you would have gotten the boot. I think they tried a few things over the pandemic, got the social media backlash from it, or got the praises from it, and then they did the show correct. The pay-per-view and the Monday Night Raw, let's see if that role goes on. But like I said, it's all what we brought into it. So our energy, the crowd, the superstars act different. It's kind of like a friend who has depression talking to her friend. You're going to act differently and respond differently than to sit in the fucking corner by yourself and go, oh, poor me, or whatever you're going through. So, yeah, hockey, soccer, wrestling, yourself, fuck. Even a movie, man. If you don't got the right things in a movie, the movie could fucking suck. You don't got the right actors, the right action, the right comedy, it sucks.
Or the people in the theater, the people sitting next to you. You got those.
Yeah.
People, like if you're doing, if you're at a place where there may be some people who like to talk a lot, pretty loudly in a theater, you're going to get there. People who are, busting up at, some slapstick comedy or, just shit like that, man.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's all about how we put things together and how we interact with each other, and I figure that this will be the best way to end the show.
Yeah, you hang around
the right environments.
Oh, yeah, you hang around some fucking dark shit, you're going to stay there, man. Fucking put yourself in a place, like, where things are good. Don't, be around people that are good. Don't be around fucking shitty people. If you got shitty people, dude, you don't need them. You don't need shitty people. They're going to fuck you up. They're going to fuck you up and keep you down there with you. You're going to be fucking swimming in fucking darkness. And
that goes for everything. That still works into the wrestling business. You're hanging out with the wrong crew in the wrestling business, you're not going to go anywhere, or you could be associated with some shit that you don't want to be associated with.
Yeah. Real fucking.
And that's why me and you both sit here and tell the younger crowd getting into wrestling, dude, have eyes in the back of your fucking head.
Yeah.
And your butthole.
Yeah.
Like, you need, I mean, no matter how far we've already come in this business or as a society, you still got the weird fucking perv motherfuckers out there trying to get one over on the younger crowd or trying to take advantage of somebody. And have eyes in the back of your head, not just wrestling, in this world, with your friends, with your family, because no one can be trusted these days.
Yeah, dude, like...
We got each other. I've got my family, and that's about as far as I get out my door these days, because it's a mess.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I've had two people that I've fucking worked with in wrestling. One, right when I started out, they found out that he can't be around children at all because he did some shit, diddling some kids, and then what?
I said fun times.
Yeah, and then like
Jesus.
3-4 years ago, another guy got in trouble for banging a 14-year-old or some shit, maybe 12. And I mean, like,
was he in a tag team at one point?
Yep. Yeah, and he's been in fucking jail for like long fucking time. The other guy I don't think is in jail, but he's fucking nowhere to be seen. And it's fucked up. So there's definitely those people, and those people are going to be fucking preying on those weak people. So watch out for them too. Watch out. Like, people, there's some fucking skeevy fucking bitches in wrestling, and they're always going to be there.
There's two types of selfishness in the business. There's the selfishness for yourself to get that spot on the card, but there's also the selfishness with the promoters who don't care about your soul. And they'll fucking rip it out of you, shit all over it, put it in a jar and keep it for themselves. You'll go on as an empty fucking star looking back at those days. Have eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah, man. And yeah, and if you have a promotion, have someone there that is going to filter people that are working there. You need that person. You need someone who's going to be like, no, this person fucking, no, this person's not going to come work here. It's not this is a safe space. Everyone can work here. We don't want these fucking weirdos that are diddling kids or, fucking being a pain in the ass to work with or being a
Yeah.
horrible person to be around. Like,
And
don't.
there's a place for you guys. It's called Willamina.
That is the show for today. I am Rusty. And that's G.
That's you, that's me. So take care of each other.
Yeah.
Do something good for each other, like we always say this week. And two, we will put the notices up. You're gonna head to Facebook.
Yep.
I'm gonna head to my kitchen. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat some fucking ham and eggs this morning with my little. And when I say little, that is my youngest daughter. She will pop on the show once in a while. She is a curious little 4-year-old, about to be 5, by the way.
Whoa.
I got the big 16 coming up for my oldest. I got the big 4-0 for my gray ass, and then I got the big 5 coming up in August for little.
Whoa.
So, and then big man's already turned 13 in December, so he'll be 14 this coming December. And yeah, they'll pop in and out the show since we're live. I got a full house here, and then we'll have the kids on the show and talk about wrestling. It's always going to be fun because if you know anything about me, it's all toy oriented. Look at the fucking little boss man.
That's fucking awesome.
So with that, I got a lady calling me that I need to go very soon because she needs a hand. So she's gonna need some helping hands with her show coming up here on the Threadhead Shed. That's right, honey. Come check out my hand. You'll love my hand, gorgeous. So definitely come and check it out. We're gonna have so much fun over the next coming weeks, and well, except for a few minutes out of the day with these damn watch-alongs, almost makes me sick. Makes me sick. So if you guys want to do something good this week, maybe send me some barf bags, and we can you put good use to those. So otherwise, please take care of each other, love each other, do something good for each other, and yeah, one thing I'm definitely working on in life is being tolerant. So that's going to be my key thing this week is trying to be tolerant of things and trying to work on that shit in life. So that's a big key to help take care of each other, tolerance. So with that, like you said, he's Rusty. I'm G, yeah, that's me. And we'll all see you next week. Peace.
Peace.